What's going on, guys? This is Alex here with 814 EDC, and today I am bringing you a knife review slash some housekeeping, talking about some things. I apologize for being very inactive this week. I just got very busy with work, and it was hard to make time to make videos. But if I'm being honest, I didn't really have a ton of videos to make this week. I just didn't have a whole lot of content to do. So it really, it wasn't like I had a lot of stuff to do that I didn't get to. It was kind of a wash this week, which, it happens sometimes. I feel like that's definitely going to happen over the summer for me. There's going to be weeks where I get stuff in, and there's going to be weeks where I don't really get stuff in. So I'm just going to have to we're just going to have to deal with that. It's not really that big of a deal, but, so I am bringing you a knife review today, but I just wanted to, talk to you guys for a minute real quick about not posting and stuff like that. I plan on, next week I have at least 3 knife videos to make. I have the 3, stupid fly. I have the 3 loaners in from Red Wolf EDC, Kyle. I have those. Spoiler alert, I might be buying one of them. I'm still kind of, on the edge about it, but I've been wanting it for a while, so I think I'm just going to pull the trigger and buy it from them. One of them. You guys probably can tell if you go back and watch that video which one I'm going to buy. But so I have those to do. I also have I bought a like an EDC sling and some supplies to go in that. So I'll do like an unboxing kind of video of that, and that's like the stuff that I got for it. That'll probably be next week too. And then I really don't have anything else coming in for them at the moment. I'm gonna reach back out to some guys and see if they have any more loaners, because loaners are a huge kind of driving force behind this channel. I get some knives of my own once in a while, but a lot of the time I get loaners in and stuff like that. But I think I'm going to sell 3 or 4 of my pieces that I have right now to get a few new pieces in. Over Blade Show, I haven't had a ton of time to watch all the videos that have come out yet for Blade Show. I'm probably a couple days behind, to be honest with you. Just because, like I said, that kind of goes with not being able to film all the time too, is just between working and trying to balance like my social life with my friends and my girlfriend and my family, and just I'm trying to be active every day and work out. And sometimes I don't even have time at the end of the night to watch my friends and fellow YouTuber like companions, I guess you could say, their videos. So it's just, I'm gonna try to make some time tonight. Like I said, this is Friday, to watch some stuff, but some stuff from Blade Show real quick to go over that I caught my eye, and I am planning on trying to get. Obviously the Demco 80-20.5. I really want to get that one in the shark's foot configuration. I think, I'm certainly glad that they come out with a, much cheaper model than the normal 80-20, because those go for about $400-ish. I'm very glad that they came out with a more accessible and cheaper model. I do think $150 might be a little bit too expensive for the materials you get, but that's not going to stop me from buying it, because I really want to experience a shark lock and have one of those knives in the collection. So I plan on getting that. They've been kind of sprinkling in and out of different retailers over this past week or so, but anytime I find one, I'm always a little bit after the post was made or something like that, or the story was posted. So they're always sold out, but I'm going to try to get one. What else did I see at Blade Show that I want to get? There were some new Civivi button locks, one with a flipper tab and one with thumb studs. So those are definitely interesting. I really like the one with thumb studs, so I'm not sure when those are going to come out, but I want to get one of those. This was pre-Blade Show, about a week or so, but the Baby Banner by Ben, I really, I'm stoked on that. I can't wait to get that one in, but that's not until like the fall. I'm going to get the purple one for my girlfriend. That's going to be the first knife that I buy her. I've been wanting to buy her a knife for a little while now. But I just haven't decided. I couldn't find the right one for her. But as soon as I saw those with the purple one, I was like, that's perfect, because she's always known, when I carry my banner, she knows it. She knows what it's called and stuff like that. It's very easy for her to remember. So I just thought it was perfect. They came out with a baby banner, so I'm getting one of those. And what else did I see? Oh, the ProTech Runt 5 I am very, very excited for, but that comes out later in the summer. But I saw Jake Bearded Gear, his kind of series of videos about the Runt 5. And at first I was kind of like not really impressed by it, but the more I watched his videos and heard him talk about it and just watched everything, I am very excited for that, for the production model to come out, because I think he said it's like $135 for 20 CV with a ProTech auto action. So I'm fully planning on getting one of those. I'm very excited. But I think that's it for Blade Show. Like I said, I'm still trying to get through all some videos and seeing if I miss anything. But off the top of my head, that's the stuff that I, can think of right now. But we're 6 minutes into this video, so I'm sure you guys have probably shut up and get to the knife. But if you've watched my last 6 minutes of rambling, I appreciate you guys. But today's knife of choice, or knife for review, is the Spyderco Manix 2 Lightweight, aka the Mystic Manix, which was the Knife Joker exclusive, which dropped about a month ago, I want to say. Yeah, I've been home for school for a month, a little over a month ago, because I got it like the week I came home from school. So jumping right off the bat, the two squirrels over there. That's the fun part of filming out in the woods on my property. Is, well, it's fun, or it can be a nuisance because it's just noises that you hear in the background that kind of distract you, like it just did to me. But anywho, the two main selling points of this exclusive is you get a 20 CV blade, and then you also get this really cool mystic green kind of translucent handle scales. Sorry about that, guys. My phone cut out, how it always does sometimes throughout my videos, so I apologize for that. But I was just talking about these nice translucent green handle scales. For pot clip, you get their wire clip by Spyderco, which is a nice pot clip. I wish it was loop over style deep carry. And I know I talked about in the unboxing video that I was planning on getting a Lynch clip for it, but spoiler alert, I don't think I'm keeping this knife. This is one of the ones I'm going to try to sell. But I'll get to that later in the video and talked about, why I'm selling it. But that's why I don't have a Lynch clip on here. I just kept the standard pot clip whenever I did carry it. The scales are obviously, they're FRN plastic. They're all riveted in, which is kind of new to me because I've never handled a Manix 2 Lightweight before. You have their ball bearing lock right here, which is two pieces of plastic with a ball in the middle and a spring. They are linerless. The grind is actually very, very good. It's a full flat grind. It's very slicey behind the edge. It's a great, I kind of knew this when I got it. Well, I didn't know it because I didn't have a knife before, or this type of knife before, but I had heard from a lot of people this was a great worker, and I think it's very true because the blade is just a phenomenal slicer. I haven't cut a ton of stuff with it, but the few days I carried it to work, I cut some cardboard, cut a few zip ties, cut some like weed whacker twine. I cut that a lot for doing work. And it did very, very well. The blade is definitely a huge selling point of this knife. Get a lanyard hole back here, and it's just a satin blade. I always forget to mention that. But yeah, I think that's everything for materials. I do like the green a lot. It's not blue, it's not green, it's somewhere in the middle, and I just like how translucent it is. And it's definitely, a unique color, especially you get it in the sunlight. It's cool. This is probably my favorite sprint run colorway that I've seen on the Manix 2 Lightweight. So definitely applaud them for doing that. Now next is action, and we have the patented Spyderco Spidey hole right here, and that gives you the ability to thumb flick, like so, middle finger flick, like so, and slow roll, like so. You could use your, sometimes when I'm flipping around I use my pointer finger. You can use that. Kind of hurts a little bit, but this knife has broken in very well. When I first poured it out of a box, it kind of surprised me of how loose it already was, but it already has a good action to it as I mess up. Closing, I mean, it's drop shutty. It doesn't fall with like authority or anything, but it's smooth. And it's very, you know, I have grown to like it for fidgeting. At first, I was not a huge fan of it, but I've grown to enjoy it. But yeah, I mean, it's very good. I do like the sounds a lot too. You know, opening, closing. It's just very tactile and just very satisfying. So I mean, closing action good, opening action good. The middle finger flick's really good. I do that more than the thumb flick. You definitely can do both. I mess up the thumb flick a lot though, because I don't get enough effort behind it. But the middle finger flick is just rock solid. See, there it is again. There we go. But I know you can put like stainless steel or titanium bearings, like cage bearings in front instead of these plastic pieces. But like I said, I'm not keeping the knife. If I were, I might do that, but it's just not worth it in my opinion as of right now. But yeah, so action's very good. Next is ergos, and the ergos are also really, really good too. You get this nice forward finger choil, a nice kind of secondary choil here where your middle finger goes. I didn't mean to flip off the camera. Stupid bugs are all over me. I guess I should put bug spray on before I come back out into the woods to do more videos. But it's very comfortable, choked back. I can get all 4 fingers on there still very easily. You have a little bit of jimping up here. You have some jimping down here. And it's very comfortable. You get kind of locked in there behind this restriction point, and then when you choke up, it's also very comfortable. And I've heard from a lot of people that, you know, in it with the blade being so slicey and just a very good user blade, that combined with the awesome ergonomics is what makes this kind of, I've heard people say one of Spyderco's, if not Spyderco's best user. Just due to comfort and sliceability and blade grind and all that put together. And I can definitely see where they're coming from. This is probably, I thought my Native 5 lightweight was very ergonomic, which it is, but this is a little bit better, I think. Just maybe because it's a little bit bigger and I can get more of a full grip on it, but either way, it's very good. Very user friendly, very comfortable. The pot clip is not, you know, hot spotty. It's not sitting proud of the scales at all. It's a wire pot clip, so you can't even really feel it's there, to be honest with you. It just kind of molds into the handle, molds into your hand type of thing. And also with the jimping, you don't just have jimping here, but you also have jimping. It's not so much, it's kind of like jimping, but it's just spaced out right here. Also back here as well. You guys can see that. I guess my camera work's not very good. And that's just something new on a knife. I don't think I've experienced that before, is all the, I don't know if you would technically qualify that as jimping, but it's basically like jimping. It's doing the same thing. So yeah, ergos are good. They kind of took me, they didn't really take me by surprise, but I've heard how good they were, and when I got it in hand, I was like, wow, everyone was right. These are awesome ergos. They're very comfortable. It's thin, it's lightweight, so I completely get why people, you know, kind of rave about the Manix 2 lightweight for being a great work knife, a great all-around EDC knife. And that leads me to carry with the lightweightness. This thing is ridiculously light. For how big it is, it's close to a 3.5 inch blade. I think it's like 3.4. And for how big it is, and how, you know, much knife you get, it's ridiculously light, guys. I mean, obviously it is a lightweight model, so you already know it's going to be lightweight, but I really like, I mean, I think this thing would be a really good hiking knife. So that way you get that extra, you know, blade length and that good sliceability. You get a full handled grip, and, you know, you're able to, you know, do a lot of things with this knife. And I think a hiking and camping knife, it would fit right in. A worker's knife, it would fit right in. And spill my water. But for carry, I do wish it was kind of a loop over style deep carry pot clip. That would make it a little bit better. It would make it carry a lot better in my opinion. If it just kind of took the rest of that knife down into your pocket, it's not the end of the world, and that's just, like I say, around for this segment, it's just me being kind of nitpicky, but I'm very appreciative that they put the wire paw clip on here instead of their standard like spoon style paw clip, because those are garbage. I absolutely hate those. I think that they're terrible. So they at least put the wire clip on there, which is a huge plus in my opinion. But you know, carry, it sits in the pocket, not as deep as it could, but it's lightweight. It's thin. This way at least. This way it's not so much thin because you have all this blade sticking out of here, which makes it a little bit fatter. But when it's in your pocket this way, you can't really, you know, feel anything. It's nice and smooth where it needs to be, and you really don't know it's there. I've carried this, like I said, at work 3 or 4 times, and once I think when I was out and about doing different things with shorts in my back right pocket, and it carried very, very well. So I guess that leads me to my final price, or my final point, which is price point and what I recommend this knife. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. The Manix 2 Lightweight is a phenomenal knife, I think. In this area of lightweightness compared to how big the knife is, the grind and everything, I think it's a really good knife. But I'm not keeping it. And you guys are probably like, why would you recommend a knife, you know, very heartily and talk about it very, like, you know, say a lot of good things about it, but not want to keep it? And I thought about that for a while, and I think that the only thing I can really say to that is it just doesn't have that excitement for me. And that's very similar to the CJRB Feldspar that I had, the Blade HQ exclusive in S35VN. That was a great knife. There was nothing on that knife that really bothered me about it. Similar to this, like, there's nothing on this knife. You guys are probably thinking I'm crazy, like hitting my head and stuff like that with all these dang bugs. But there's nothing on this knife that really, you know, that really is bad, or that I think that I don't like. It just doesn't have that it factor. It doesn't have that excitement to me. And I don't know. I don't want it to sit in my collection and me not to get my use out of it, and to, you know, feel excited whenever I pull it out and put it in my pocket to carry for the day. So I don't know. It kind of hit me like after, it hit me pretty early on in owning it, I think. It was like this first day or two that I carried it, and, you know, I was slipping in at work, and I was like, it's not bad for fidget factoring and stuff like that, but it's just, I don't know. There's just something about it that doesn't do it for me, guys. I think it looks very nice. I think it has a very clean aesthetic. Has a nice flow to it. The blade shape's very, you know, attractive looking. The handle's very, you know, it's very kind of simplistic and utilitarian. The blade steel is awesome. I love 20CV. That's a phenomenal blade steel. The color of this knife, like I stated earlier, I think it's fantastic. I think it's one of the best sprint colors Spyderco's ever done. You know, normally FRN doesn't bother me. I'm not really a huge snob on that, so I can't really say that that's something that bothers me. I mean, obviously it feels a little bit cheaper than normal, I guess, or than like G10 and stuff like that, but it doesn't really, you know, it's not a huge deal to me most of the times. But I don't know, I really don't have an answer for you guys. Simple as that. And I'm sure you as other knife people can kind of attest to that, where, you know, you think a knife is good, but it's just not really for you. And I guess that's kind of where I'm going to leave this at. To me, you know, if I really want one in the future, they're always very accessible. I see them all the time on secondaries. If I sell this and like a couple of months later, I'm like, dang, I really miss my Manix 2 Lightweight. I can go, you know, acquire one relatively cheap. But to me, this is too nice of a sprint run with the 20CV and the, you know, the Mystic Green scales and stuff like that. I don't want it just to, you know, be in my collection and for me not to enjoy it. I really would like, you know, someone else to enjoy it, and the money from this can go towards just acquiring new stuff, getting new things in on the channel, and that's just kind of where I'm at with this. I always get a little sentimental about selling my knives, even knives that I haven't had for a while. But it's just, I don't know, I'm slowly getting better at it because, you know, Jake over at Bearded Gear talks about this quite a bit, about how he, you know, he sold a lot of knives that he's had in his collection that he loves and that he has, you know, really, really enjoyed having and using in his collection. You know, but he sold them just to chase new stuff, and it's the thrill of the chase. It's the thrill of collecting. You know, you're always moving stuff around. And if, you know, at first I was kind of afraid to do that, and I like was too sentimental with stuff, which I still am a little bit. But I'm slowly getting better at it, and I think that, I mean, it's just something I want to do. Stupid bugs again. Something I want to do to be able to bring new stuff into the channel. So you guys probably won't be seeing this anymore. I'm hopefully going to sell it and get my money out of it. But so yeah, that's really all I have for this video, guys. I appreciate you guys listening to me ramble, especially for like the first 5 or 6 minutes about my, you know, housekeeping kind of things that I wanted to talk about. So I appreciate that if you stick around and watch the whole video. Again, I apologize for not being very active. I know you know, I don't like not posting. I feel weird when I don't post a couple times throughout the week, just because I've been in a routine of posting at least multiple videos a week for the last couple months. So, but next week I definitely have 3 or 4 videos coming for you guys. Hopefully, you know, I just keep getting more stuff in and checking more stuff out, guys. So thank you again for you guys for watching this video, for checking out my channel. I love you guys all. Leave a link. I always say leave a link. Leave a description. You guys can tell I haven't done a video in about a week and a half. Leave a comment down below if, you know, if you handled a Manix too lightweight, what your thoughts and opinions on them are. I know Kevin over at Left EDC is going to be like, ha, I told you so, because when I told him I was going to buy this, he was like, don't do it. It's not that nice of a knife. But I was stubborn and tried it anyway. So if you're watching this, Kev, you can message me and say, I told you so. But yeah, leave a comment. You know, I love talking to you guys, as I always say. And I appreciate you guys. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Saturday. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.